Hey guys, and welcome! We are in the final days of Redux and the start of Season 6 is coming closer and closer, and yesterday evening we finally got another look at what to expect, cause on X, Battlefield posted a short teaser that shows us the date and time for the official reveal of the new season, and alongside of this, two interesting scenes. The reveal will be on Monday, October 2nd at 5 PM CEST or 8 AM PDT, so save the date or set a notification here on YouTube. The link to it is in the description below. The new season will be called Dark Creations, which pretty much hits the nail on the head considering everything we know about it so far. And in the teaser we can see the dimly lit corridor again that was already shown in the last development update, only this time we get a bit more extended look at it and from a different angle. And at the end we can see a human skull with lines around it as if certain points of it were marked and additional information added, and there is a man talking in the background. He says, if you're hearing this, it's already too late, there is something out there. And at the end, someone is screaming. So a bit like a thriller this time and probably a nice fit for the Halloween season. In addition, there are a lot of cryptic codes in the teaser again, where I personally have a hard time identifying where they start and where they end, but I'm sure the Easter egg community is fire and flame right now and tries to decipher all of this and puzzle all of the remaining pieces of the teasers and the map screenshots together. Alongside of this, the Arkangel Archives that I had showed you in my last video and that were completely redacted except for 6 single words have finally been revealed. Now we can read the full conversation between a man called Blackburn and Captain Campbell. If the name Blackburn rings a bell for you, then you probably played the campaign of Battlefield 3. Here he is the main protagonist who is being interrogated by the CIA cause he is responsible for withholding information on a nuclear attack on New York in order to stop it. Now it seems that he is active again in the year 2048 and has ties to Arkangel and Boreas, but is also in charge of the Gambit squad that Irish, Liz, McKay and Paik are part of. And it's definitely the Blackburn from Battlefield 3, cause in her final message on Discord, Paik specifically refers to the hero of New York, which is undoubtedly this Blackburn. And she's even wondering how much he knows and if he is fully involved or not, something we might find out with the trailer on Monday. In the mail, Campbell writes to Blackburn that the Boreas laboratory has been overwhelmed by a rebellion from biological subjects that has resulted in substantial damage to the facility. They call themselves Unit 86 and have blocked off all access to the testing centers, but emergency lockdown has prevented them from exiting the bunker. And this finally explains the Welcome 86 writing that we've seen in the picture of the read report. The number 86 can stand for reject or discard, so it seems like the test subjects who are the missing no-pets broke free and now call themselves rejects or discarded ones. This part also gives away some more details to the possible structure of the upcoming map. So there are 2 testing centers, which are probably the 2 circles on the satellite map we have, and the player card that was unlocked with the current Easter egg surely shows one of these centers from the inside. All of this seems to be part of a huge bunker area, so the Fort Vaux or Operation Locker vibes are getting really strong now. Blackburn then replies that he hired a unit of no-pets led by Kimball Graves, which is Irish, to help Boreas complete containment. They will execute his personal orders and make landfall within 24 hours. And at the end he writes that Campbell needs to make sure to scrub any footage on the lab cameras, cause the last thing they want is someone catching sight of Project Palace. Whatever that may be, the only thing we know so far is that the tab code in the underground part of Hourglass was deciphered to the word palace as well. So this goes really into depth this time, and it seems like they're weaving in more characters from former titles, which is quite interesting. Not sure if Paik and her infiltration of the laboratory has sparked the rebellion of Unit 86 or if this would have happened anyhow, but like I said before, I'm sure the trailer will give us more details about it. However, Paik herself seems to be safe now, cause according to her final Discord message, her own exfiltration was successful and she might want to solve the remaining questions in a later operation. But that was it for the lore so far. Now let's move on to the next topic, and that's a secret challenge that was sent by Paik before her exfiltration through the Morse codes of the Easter egg. As usual, the Easter egg community kept track of everything and deciphered the long strings of cryptic code, so huge shout out to them again for the hard work and for solving all of this for us. And what it says is, final test, proof worthy, Santiago, protect land and take 30 souls close and personal, Piotr, wreak havoc from your shoulder to 10 steel beasts, Maria, save 10 allies without falling, Riku, send 8 souls from great distance, reveal 30 souls, your allies must depart. And these are indeed actual challenges you need to complete in the game in order to unlock a player card tag called Phantom Revenant. And when you are a veteran of the Battlefield series, this title might sound familiar, because it seems to be a reference to the Phantom program of Battlefield 4. Back then, it added special assignments with each DLC, and their requirements were initially hidden, similar to the challenges we have now. Because when looking at your tag overview, you won't find it there, and you can also not check your progress on it. Only when the requirements are fulfilled, it will unlock. So what needs to be done are 30 kills on close range with Dozer whilst defending objectives, but I'm not sure if they necessarily need to be done with the shield or if it's enough to simply do kills on close range with any weapon, similar to Dozer's mastery. If you want to play it safe, better use the shield. And you need to do this on Conquest, because that's the only mode where defensive kills count. So just focus on objectives or sectors your team is holding and kill enemies inside of them. Then you need to destroy 10 vehicles with shoulder-launched missiles while playing as Boris, so you can either use the RPG, recall this M5, Javelin or FXM. As Falk, you need to revive 10 teammates in 1 life, which can be challenging but should work fine if you squad up with another medic, because I'm sure it still counts as 1 life when you got revived in between. Breakthrough works pretty well here. And at the end, you need to do 8 marksman kills with Casper and 30 spot assists with his drone. Remember, marksman kills are headshot kills with sniper rifles on a distance of 200 meters or more. Not the easiest task to complete, but again, Breakthrough seems to work well here, especially on maps with long lines of sight like Exposure or Spearhead. If you want to, you can complete these challenges in portal modes against AI or against your friends, so similar to the weekly missions. If you don't want to create an own experience, you can also use mine, which runs Breakthrough on Spearhead, or Conquest on Spearhead, Hourglass and Kaleidoscope. I found that these maps work pretty well for everything, because they have close combat areas inside of buildings for the Dozer mission, open sections for the vehicle hunt, and long distances for the marksman kills. The normal solo and co-op matches on the other hand won't count. And you don't need to do them in the shown order. Every order is fine as long as all of them are completed at the end. To keep track, I would recommend to write them down with pen and paper and then cross out what you have completed. However, there is one limitation, because these challenges can only be completed when you have done the Easter egg on Orbital before. You know, the one where you need 4 people to activate the switches. So I can only recommend to get onto a Discord server or randomly search for a portal server with a squad looking for help and see if you can find players you can do this with. The Discord server of the Easter egg community is a good choice here, but you can also hop on mine. There should still be enough people trying to get this done. Links to both of these servers are in the description below. And one last thing, since the challenges are connected to the Easter egg, they might also be time limited. So do them over the weekend if possible and don't miss out on them. And at the end, some interesting news for PC players, because alongside the launch of Season 6, DICE takes a step back from the currently used easy anti-cheat in Battlefield 2042 and instead transitions to the new EA anti-cheat. This gives the teams more opportunities to find and remove players that don't play fair and to create a safe experience and environment for everyone. The new EA anti-cheat is a kernel mode solution developed in-house at EA, and in the blog post about it, they explain that the kernel level is necessary to be able to block cheat programs that operate in kernel space. Because during the last few years they've seen a large increase in cheats and cheat techniques operating in kernel mode, so the only reliable way to detect and block them is to have anti-cheat operating there as well. Unlike others, EA anti-cheat will only run when a game with a protection is running, and all anti-cheat processes will shut down when the game does. If you uninstall all of your EA games that need this protection, EA Anti-Cheat will automatically uninstall as well, and you can also manually uninstall it at any time. If this will keep Battlefield free from cheaters and if it works better than Easy Anti-Cheat remains to be seen. And that's it for today. A lot to cover again and also a bit later than usual, but I hope you still enjoyed the video and the insights on the lore, and if you did, be sure to drop a like or comment below and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Until then, thanks for watching and thanks to my members for the additional support. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.